And we are back with the ice level. Yay, my favorite level. So another reason why I am starting up these Let's Plays again is a more practical reason. And that's vocal stamina. In the recent years, you might have noticed that I haven't been working as much for a variety of reasons. Depression's not fun. But there are long-term consequences for doing less, more than just channel analytics. And that's that I don't have the vocal stamina that I used to, and it's something that I gotta get back. Oh no, Baron Aloha made the snowman! That bastard! So, one of the reasons why I'm doing these playthroughs is to basically be able to start talking more and more and more without my voice getting tired. I apologize if it sounds tired now. It's another reason why I picked a very short game, because I knew I can get through it. Like, you remember back in the day, like, when I was doing PSX Quest and all that stuff, I was able to play, like, a 6-hour game, like, Gex 2, all the way through, without too much problem. Nowadays, I start getting a little bit tired after about half an hour. So I got a long way to go. So our first few games might at the very least be short. I understand that I can do like multiple sessions, and I probably will be doing that. It's not healthy to play one video game all day long. Something I've done a lot before. Too often. One thing I don't like about this game is that mini-map. You see at the top of there, that blue little dot there? That's the pointer towards the north. However, in any other video game ever, that would be where the exit is. Using that exact same icon. Like, if you know anything about games these days, you'd probably agree with me. But no, that's the pointer towards, I guess, north. Not that north is a real thing in this game. Exit. Where you be, exit? I need to go. I need to get out of the cold. It's freezing here. Most of these levels are not very big. But these ice levels have ice physics, which is very fun. Biggest problem with the graphics here is the draw distance. And the fact that a lot of the stuff does end up looking the same. Couldn't be a 90s platformer without getting lost at one point. And you'll notice that Robert here has a triple jump, which is incredibly rare for platformers. They usually stick with the double jump in and of itself. This has got to be the exit. This has got to be the exit. I don't know where else you'd put it. While this game is very short, the levels can be a little bit more difficult to navigate later on. That doesn't exactly make them more difficult to complete. It just takes it longer to complete them. Let's see. Okay, yes, we are recording. Good. Gotta check, because I'm paranoid about that shit still.
Ready to go?
And this is our second linear level in the game. It's just as bad as the last one. Probably worse because it's longer. Although the positive here is it's got penguins. And flying TV creatures. There are a lot of collectibles that you might have noticed. None of them are very helpful. You could argue that the stop time one is pretty helpful if it's your first time playing. But I mean, you can pick up 3 power-ups that are kind of helpful during the boss, but like I said, you could just jump on everything's head until it's all dead. The only thing that really does stand out as helpful is the health, but, like, no duh. After this game, we'll probably be playing something a little bit longer, something a little bit more ambitious. Probably a different genre. Might go with a PC game. I don't know. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I think another reason why I stopped playing on this channel was because of my wrist. Back at the start, back during 2019 and 2020, I had a repetitive strain injury in my wrist. And basically even using the computer at all was painful. Since then, I've been able to get it fixed. Well, fixed. I managed to solve the problem to stop it from being hurt in the first place. So now I'm able to play computer games and hold the controller and do all that kind of stuff comfortably. I won't have to browse the internet and figure out all the video games you can play with just one hand. There are 6 worlds in this game total. Last one's only got 1 level and 2 boss fights, though. Yeah, see, you can hold, like, all of these, you can hold 3 things for ammo. But even during a boss fight, it's not the most helpful, since you could just jump on their heads forever. Maybe next time we'll actually play Jumping Flash 2, because that's what you're supposed to do, I guess. There was a 3rd Jumping Flash game, but it never came out in America. And I don't know how to emulate Japanese PlayStation games. Some of my weaknesses still remain. I've never been tech savvy, and I probably never will be tech savvy. Your boomer grandfather probably knows more about computers than I do, despite working with computers for all of my life. I have no idea how that happened. The city levels. These levels are really, really big, and that can be difficult with the draw distance and getting caught on trees. But I don't know. Like much of this game, these levels just have a charm. Especially with the music. It really sets the scene here. Burp, burp, burp. Kill the construction workers! We've got to save the world! I have the power pill! I guess this makes you invulnerable? It's hard to tell. Unless you fall off the edge, death in this game is quite rare. The enemies pose very little threat. This game came out before Mario 64. People were still just barely figuring out 3D. It turned out a lot more successful than some later attempts, though. Maybe we'll play Rascal again if I lose my mind again. That would be fun. And if you're wondering, yeah, I'm going to be playing games I already played before. I'm probably not going to do another actual Let's Play of Jumping Flash after this. But if I want to play a game, I'll just play a game. Now, it's my channel. I'll do what I want. I definitely won't play a game again and again until it becomes redundant. Unless, of course, that's what you guys want. No. I will try to pick games that are fun to watch. You know, I'm repeating myself now. I pointed out about the 1001 thing, the PSX quest. Nobody wants to watch me play Pong! Or Tetris. Or, I don't know, maybe people want to watch me... Oh no. I died. Maybe they want to watch me play Asteroids, I don't know. Now, when you die, you gotta find all the stuff again, I think. I don't know. I don't usually die in this game. But once you start recording, all of your skill towards the game vanishes. It's a common known truth. Yeah, it would probably make the most sense to play Jumping Flash 2 after this. It's more of the same. Honestly, I like to play them together and consider them the same game. I mean, I suppose at the time, Jumping Flash 2 looked and controlled marginally better. But nowadays, it's hard to tell the difference. It really is. Yeah, this level especially is probably the hardest level in the entire game to navigate. And it all really does boil down to the draw distance. We don't need the Silent Hill fog here. The minimap is very useful, but it's more useful on smaller levels. The orange squares are the carrots. But you gotta be close to them. It's how you figure out if something is above or below you. Like, see, even that was on our actual screen and we still couldn't see it. Because it's just that far away. There we go. And yes, the enemies do respawn. Not that you would notice. Except for the bosses, the enemies really aren't worth your attention in this game. This game is charming. And charming is kind of a word that we use for games and movies and stuff that aren't all that good, but they have a certain something that we like about them anyway. And I mean, for this game's time, well, I'd have to assume that actually for this game's time, this was incredibly impressive. 3D hadn't exactly been done before. 1995, that's before Crash and Mario 3D. Before Rayman. Not before Doom, but Doom is kind of an illusion at 3D. Everything in Doom is still on one plane. It's just 2D levels that look 3D. This is an actual 3D open environment. And there's the exit. I must take a break because of that vocal stamina thing I was talking about at the start of this level. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this by the end of the day.